How's it going, everybody? All right. I'm actually in a really good mood. I was listening to the radio on the way here, and George W. Bush's presidential library is now complete. Yeah, I know some of you, like, oh, boo, but think about it. That is going to be the coolest library ever. Imagine all the Dr. Seuss and pop-up books. It's going to be awesome. Not the craziest thing I heard this week, actually, though. My buddy bought one of those police scanners. So we've been listening to that, and on the police scanner, we heard the greatest thing ever. This cop phones in, he goes, yes, we have a disturbance. 2 people are fighting over a piece of cheese. So we're just like, what is going on here? One cop just automatically breaks character and goes, are you serious? And then what's best is those one other cop followed up with, well, I hope it's one of those fancy wheel cheeses. Yeah, but lots of crazy stuff. I actually been reading a lot of crazy stuff too. I actually read in the news the other day that there were shark attacks in Egypt. But the Egyptian government wasn't blaming the sharks. They were blaming Israel on the shark attacks. Like, how would you know a shark was a Jewish terrorist, unless it came out of the water, it had curly hair, a yarmulke, the dorsal fin was circumcised, and it didn't attack after the Sabbath. Like, that would be the only way. And imagine if Jaws was Jewish instead of dun dun, it'd be Hava Nagila, Hava Nagila, hey, hey! Plus, he wouldn't try to eat Richard Dreyfuss, so, No, I love sharks. I love movies about sharks, which means I love sci-fi movies. But I'm also really sensitive, and I like Lifetime movies as well. And I just think they need to combine them together. Like, imagine the movie, like, in a small New England town, 10 girls all decide to get pregnant at the age of 15 and not tell their parents or boyfriends. And the town is in turmoil when Giant Octopus destroys the town. What will these pregnant girls do to stop Giant Octopus? Tune in this Sunday. That would be the greatest movie ever. I don't know, actually, as you can tell, I don't watch much TV. Like, all I watch is Lifetime movies and sci-fi movies. But, like, Jersey Shore has been popular, and my friends think because I'm Italian, I automatically should be on that show. They're like, oh yeah, Chris, you need to go on the Jersey Shore. And I'm like, if I was on that show, my nickname would be The Question. Because they'd be like, what is he doing here? Because I'm not tan, I don't work out, and I'm really afraid Snooki would give me rabies. Stand really far away from her. I don't know, like, I make fun of a lot of things, but there's a lot I make fun of myself. Like, I'm 25 years old, and I'm starting to go bald in the back of my head. And I'm not gonna be cool bald. I'm not gonna be Stone Cold Steve Austin, Jason Statham kicking down doors bald, You can tell by the way I kick, like, what is that? But I'm going to be George Costanza, Larry David bald. Like, that's my future. Like, I'm gonna have that, what I like to call the ring of death. It's the ring of hair and nothing in the middle. I also like to call it the ring of loneliness, because I'm gonna have that hairstyle, which means I'm gonna be in my 40s, alone, crying into a lean cuisine, watching the Best of Blossom DVD, with all my cats named after Transformers. That was destined for me in my life. I don't know, like, as you can tell, I'm probably not good with the ladies, which I'm not. And, like, I had a girlfriend, and I really liked her. Like, she was an outdoorsy person, whatever. But she sent me a text message. She goes, Chris, I started seeing somebody else. But, like, like any creepy guy, I went on Facebook to see who the new guy was and something. And I couldn't find anything. So I asked her, I'm like, why would you lie to me? And she goes, oh, Chris, do you want to really know the truth? I'm like, yeah. She goes, I just want to spend my free time canoeing. I got dumped for a canoe. I had no idea I was dating Dora the Explorer. I did not get that. And I got dumped for a canoe in Buffalo, New York. At least dump me for a snowboard. That would be more logical. The last one I'll leave you guys on this is, like I said, I don't date much, and I have the craziest experiences happen to me. I went to a Halloween party last year. I got drunk, and I decided to, like, become overly obsessed with this bag of cheese puffs. So I see this bag of cheese puffs, and I start eating them and everything. But, like, I kind of wanted to lay down, and I'm at this party. So I go in my friend's room, I'm laying down, I'm eating these cheese puffs, and my other buddy comes in the room with a girl, and he closes the door, turns the lights off, and they get right in the bed and start having sex right next to me while I'm eating the cheese puffs. As awkward as that is, she leans over and goes, "Oh, can I have a cheese puff?" Is that a three-way? I hope so. Like, I felt like if there was any sexual fantasy Chester E. Cheetah would have, that would be it. But I'm Chris Gullo, everybody, thank you.
Give it up for Chris Gullo, everybody. Don't stay here. Now you get judged by your peers. All right, ladies first, Leslie.
Hey Chris, how are you? So I really was impressed by you. I've never seen you before. You had a really good energy. I kind of saw you back here prepping, and you brought it to the stage, and it didn't stop. You kind of kept with it. Really, really animated. You worked the stage well. Seamless transitions. I loved some of your jokes. I loved the question from Jersey Shore. I loved your ending, the three-way joke with the Cheetos. I thought it was a super solid way to start the night. So give it up for Chris.
All right, Brian.
Hey, Chris. I like the way you move around a lot. I always mean to do that, and then I just don't. I did have one question. What kind of canoe was it?
A really long canoe, so size does matter, apparently.
Because if it was like one of those like really nice like handmade wooden canoes, I would totally get it. I was gonna compliment you on your nice clean set, and then you did a three-way Cheetos joke at the end. But I like that. That was my favorite joke. Good job.
Hey, Chris. Give it up for Chris, everybody. One more time for him. Give it up for him. I hate to break it to you, dude, but a canoe is actually a brand of vibrator. I'm sorry to tell you that. I'm sorry to be the one to ruin the joke.
Is that what you meant?
Oh, well, you should
That would
have.
make more sense.
Now, I'll tell you, though, I'm going to kind of disagree with Leslie a little bit about the way you work the stage. I just want to give you like a little pointer about it. You had a lot of great energy. You were moving around a lot, but you did turn your back to the audience a couple times when you really didn't have to. It just, I don't know, it just, to me, it disconnected me a little bit. Like when you did the thing, when you were pointing to the marquee, you could have very easily have just pointed out to the right or the left and still kept your eye contact and stuff with the audience. But one other thing is when you said, you did the joke about movies, the sci-fi movies, and then you go, I don't watch much TV. And then he said, but I do watch movies, stuff like that. You didn't have to put in that, you say, hey, Jersey Shore, go right into it. There was like a transition that really didn't seem like it needed to be there. But other than that, I really liked your energy, and you did start it off very well. So, Chris Gullo, everybody.
Danny.
Okay, going number one in the position, hardest thing to do, so I give you a lot of credit. And you came up here, you attacked it just like everybody said. Good energy. You lost a little bit of eye contact with the audience, which I like. I like people that be able to see it because you can sell it off a little bit better. You had great pop references, about 20 different ones that everybody from every age range would get. And I thought it was very cool. Dorsal fin joke was hilarious. One of the things that you said was that you're probably not good at dating. You could tell that I'm really not good at dating. Don't say that because you just got 40 homosexuals real excited. Okay, so just don't. Because I figured you gave up on women and you're not good at it. So, other than that, I think you did a good job for number one. Thanks for coming out and doing it.
Chris Gullo, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget him for the end of the night voting. It's tough.